Hi, so I'm going to change out my parking light bulb here, which is the orange light you see over there, and I'm going to do both the passenger side and the driver side because they're slightly different. So this is the passenger side, and you'll notice the plug here is horizontal. The first thing I have to do is squeeze the plug on the underside a little bit, and there's a notch, and I'm going to show you later the housing that keeps it in place. And I can't really fit my camera in there, so I'm going to show you from the top here. But I'm going to squeeze the electrical plug, and that's the first thing I'm going to pull out. So on the underside of the electrical plug is a little snap-in squeezing, clicking type of clip. And you'll notice here when I have it taken out, and that's the clip I'm talking about. So if I squeeze that bottom there, you'll notice it comes up where that hole is, and it dislodges from the bulb housing. So you'll notice how that mechanism works. So this is the underside. I flipped it over for you to see. Normally it is right like this, horizontally, where that clip is at the bottom. So the next thing I still have to do after taking out this electrical clip is to take out the housing. So that's what I'm going to do next. And you'll notice the housing is horizontal. And what I have to do with that light gray housing is I'm going to have to turn it a quarter turn counterclockwise, and then it just comes straight out. Again, I can't really fit my camera in there, so I'm going to show you from the top. I'm just turning counterclockwise a quarter turn, which is counterclockwise, which is to the left. And I'm going to show you, so it's angled now. You'll notice instead of horizontal, it's angled. And now I could just pull it straight out. So I'm going to try to fit my hand in there and also show you with the camera, which is a little bit tight fit here with the camera. So you could just pull it straight out at this point. And you'll notice here what you have to do now is pull out the bulb. But let me show you the bulb first. So I'm using Sylvania 7443, and I'll have a link in the description area for this bulb. And you'll notice the next thing I have to do is actually grab and pull out the bulb. So just grasp it tight. Use a paper napkin when you're putting the bulb on and off, because you simply do not want to touch the bulb with your hands and put any oil on it, otherwise it'll burn out a little bit quickly. So you'll notice with the housing here, I just want to show you also the clip. Again, you'll notice I just grasped it and I pulled it straight out, and it takes a little bit of force, so don't be afraid to actually damage it. And you'll notice to put it back in, you just push it in with some force. And you'll notice what I wanted to show you is the hole in the bottom here. So you'll notice that's the clip where the electrical plug clips in. You'll see that little notch there in the bottom. So that's how that mechanism works. So keep that in mind. That is facing the bottom. And so I'm going to put it back in now, and you'll notice after I put it back in, I put it back in at that angle, and I'm going to turn it clockwise now, a quarter turn until it's horizontal. And now it's horizontal, so it's locked in. And I'm going to put in the electrical plug now. And again, it's a little bit difficult for me because I'm trying to do it with one hand holding the camera. And it's a little bit of a tight squeeze with the camera and also providing good lighting here for the video. So once you put it in, it's going to snap in, and that's really it. So I'm going to test it out now, and after I test it out, I'm going to do the driver's side, which is a little bit different. So I'm going to test it out, and keep in mind this bulb is both for the parking light and the blinking light. So if you notice with the bulb, there's two filaments. One is for the blinking and one is for the parking light. So you'll notice here I am going to do the driver's side now. Now the driver's side is blocked by an air exhaust pipe, so you'll have to remove that. And the best way to remove that is just to grasp it and wiggle it. So that's the first part of that exhaust pipe. You'll see that there's the notch there that you sort of have to remove. And what you have to do is hold that other side firm while you're wiggling that other side loose. So I'm wiggling the front loose. And let me give you a better picture here. So I've wiggled the front loose, and now I'm just going to pull it out. and wiggle a little bit more, and you'll notice it just comes right out. Now you might need a little bit of force, so don't be too concerned about that, because that notch is pretty big there, and you'll notice it locks in pretty far. And so this is the driver side, which is the exact same thing. You'll notice the filament, the two filaments I'm talking about up there, one is for the blinking and one's for the parking light. So I'm just gonna install it in the same manner, and I'm just testing it out now. And it's basically the same process as the passenger side, but I just wanted to show you the part with the exhaust. And here I'm going to put back the exhaust after I've tested it. The best thing to do is angle the bottom and then clip on the top. So remember to do that, angle the bottom and then push the top in. And that's really it, and I hope this helps, and thank you for watching.